Joining me now is Adrian Fontes, the Secretary of State-elect in Arizona. He's the former top elections official for Maricopa County. Overnight, he officially defeated the Trump-backed election denier Mark Finchem, who attended the January 6th insurrection. Mr. Fontes, welcome back to the show. Congratulations on your victory. You and I were together 2 weeks ago in Phoenix, and we were talking about it. I want to ask you about overnight. You repeatedly tweeted, "Respect the process." You are very familiar with vote counting in Maricopa County. Donald Trump has been posting entirely opposite things about how it's a disaster and needs to be redone, and they're idiots running the whole process. Tell me what's really going on and how Arizonans and the world needs to think, or at least Americans need to think about this.
Well, first, Ali, thank you very much. And second, as I've indicated, it might be official for the media, but until we get those last votes counted, and it's going to take a little while, we're not done yet. And here's why. When my team designed the system that's operating right now, we did it so that we would get it right the first time. And that's what we've done. If the 2020 ridiculous audit showed anything, it was that even the clumsiest of auditors will find no errors and no problems in the way that Maricopa County runs its system. In fact, not just Maricopa County, but the rest of the other 14 counties and counties all over America do elections well. We do them right. And this election is a rebuke against Trumpism. It's a rebuke against the big lie. It really shows that when you insist on nonsense, the voters are going to know. And I think politicians need to treat voters with respect. We need to tell voters the truth, and they will figure it out. We have to have faith in America's voters, as I have, and as the results have shown. I think we are on a great path, and we will claim victory when it's appropriate.
I appreciate you saying that what our decision desk says and our projections are not the same as the results. That's actually kind of highly unusual in politics these days, where somebody we've projected to win an election says, hold on, all the votes are not counted yet. We'll get them all counted. As you know, when I was with you in Arizona a couple of weeks ago, I'd spoken to a number of people, including Republicans, lifelong Arizona Republicans, who were very strong in their support for you for two reasons. One is they don't like election deniers or people who sully the reputation of Arizona conservatives, which they believe is very strong. And number two, your history as the county recorder in Maricopa County. They felt that the Secretary of State position should be held by someone who is responsible for and has shown responsibility for counting election seats. You were actually running against somebody who didn't commit to doing that. They actually committed to preconceived notions about results from elections.
Yeah, and you know what, Ali, the interesting thing about this is that, again, when you tell the voters the truth and you tell them exactly what's happening, they're going to listen and they're going to pay attention. We've seen this time and time again when discussing process with our voters, maybe doing minor shifts in when they mail back their ballots. People really care. And when you think about the folks who are actually voting, these are people who are invested in the process. They're people who care. And when you treat voters with respect, they're going to answer in kind. Even if they're Republicans and independents in Arizona, of all places, people who care about their communities, who care about the economy, who care about tech and law and medicine and arts and sciences, they're not going to go with the big liars because they understand we have to have reliable processes. We have to have responsible leadership who are just going to say, look, trust it. It's good people. It's folks just like you and me who are down there still working, and we just got to let them do their jobs.
You are correct me if I'm wrong, the first Latino in 48 years to hold statewide Arizona office, and only the second in state history?
Well, I succeed Raul Castro, who was the governor back in the late 70s, as the second only Latino executive officer. Anna Tovar, a good friend of mine, is on the Corporation Commission. That's sort of a pseudo-executive body. But yes, so if that's something that's important to folks, and it is important to a lot of folks, then this is pretty important.
We had a conversation with Anna Tovar that same morning, or that you and I were together. Talk to me about your cross-party appeal, and to some degree Mark Kelly's cross-party appeal, and people who are running in Arizona. It's tricky because there are Republicans who are very happy to see you in office if you prevail, as we predict that you will in this election. how do you deal with the fact that those same Republicans are able to distinguish between conservatives and Republicans historically in Arizona and the election deniers? In other words, how do you build your coalition going forward so that you've solidified this group of people who believe in your mission and who stop believing the election deniers?
Well, look, it didn't start with this campaign. It started way back when I was the county recorder working hand in glove with a 4-1 Republican Board of Supervisors in Maricopa County, including now Chairman and at some point then Chairman Bill Gates, including, Clint Hickman and some others who I've worked with over the years. They know I'm a fair dealer. They know I'm an honest guy. They know I'm not going to pull their leg or reframe things for political gain. The bottom line is we got to just do our jobs in these public offices. The cult of celebrity, the idea that flash is correct or that just brutal, rah-rah strength is going to win the day. That doesn't work anymore. We're a little more sophisticated than that out here. And although Arizona does have a good time once in a while, we know how to get things done. We are a place where economic opportunity still reigns supreme. By the way, our weather is great and tourism is amazing between now and when it gets hot again. Sometime in this late spring. This is a great place with great people, and they get it. And that's what's important. And I'm very, very proud of the Grand Canyon State, and I'm very, very proud of the voters, particularly the folks who ran these elections at the county level all across Arizona. They did a great job.
Adrian Fontes, good to see you this morning. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for getting up early for us. Adrian, maybe you never went to sleep given the night you had. Adrian Fontes is Arizona's Secretary of State-elect. We are calling him the Secretary of State-elect, but because he's the county recorder in Maricopa County and takes his job seriously, he's actually saying respect the process and wait till everything is counted. But we are projecting that he is the next Secretary of State for Arizona. Thank you, sir.